What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're out here at the lake doing something I've never done before. We're fishing for gar. Our rig is right back there. We got 64, I believe, pound line, 30-pound leader, and about a 4-aught hook. About a 4 to 5-aught hook. I don't know, just something I had laying around. Our first spot here is right by these trees. I was out here fishing, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago, cruising these trees, and like every 10 feet, I would see a gar. Are they still here? I don't really know, but I figured it'd be a good place to start. Our bait, you already know, chicken. It's been marinating in garlic salt. Let me just show you guys, if you've never done that, you can't even imagine the smell that it creates. We're anchored up right here, and actually I think I just saw a gar right over there. It's looking good. But before we jump into the video, I just want to ask you guys, please go down there, consider subscribing. It really does help us reach 1,000 subs by the end of the year. And with that being said, let's get the GoPro put on, get rigged up, and get casted out. So let's get rigged up here. I think I'm going to throw a bobber on this, because if y'all don't know, gar breathe air. So they have to come up to the surface every now and again to get air, which means that's kind of where we need to target. But let's go ahead and get our chicken put on here. I think I'm going to do 2 pieces because I cut this kind of small. I wasn't really thinking. There we go. Because the line's so thick, we can't use slip bobbers, which means we have to use these kind. I hate these things. With everything in my body, I hate them. They never stay on, and it takes 30 minutes to get one put on. Wow, look at that. That was the quickest I've ever done that. That should keep our chicken a nice, like, 1.5 to 2 foot underwater. So I'm just going to cast it out probably over there because the wind's going to drift it this way. Man, I wish it was a little bit closer to the trees, but that's fine, I guess. Now we just sit here and wait. I'm thinking though, because it's been so hot and then we got hit with so much rain, this water is a lot cooler, and by that I mean it's at least 10 degrees colder, so maybe there will be some more action. Maybe there's going to be less action. I don't really know. I have a few other spots in mind if we don't get anything here. One just being like right out there. There's usually a bunch surfacing out there too. Yeah, that's about it actually. I'm going to recast this because I would like it to be a little bit closer to those trees, because that's where they're actually at, I think. There we go, that should be a little bit better. Something I've learned about gar on just fishing for other things, you can literally get right on top of them and they don't care. Like, I've touched several with my rod, my paddle, whatever. They swim like 2 feet and just keep hanging out. Like, they really don't care. I mean, why would they? Look at them. What's going to hurt them? Even if something tried, they really can't. They're literally like dinosaurs. I'm really hoping these trees aren't like a highway for them. And most of you might be saying, why? That's like best case scenario, ain't it? Not really. Because apparently, when they're traveling, they ain't eating jack diddly. So we really need this to be like their house, not their highway. So far, though, me seeing 2 surface and not getting a bite, I'm kind of leaning toward highway. That's literally like a stock, like 2003 F-150. All right, this one I'm gonna do. We're gonna leave it out there, and we're gonna paddle these trees. See if I see a better spot. Let's pull in the anchor here. This little guy. He don't do too much, but he does enough sometimes. So we're just gonna kind of like troll these trees, I guess. until we either find a better spot or we find no spot. One just surfaced right here beside me. See, I told y'all they're over here. We just got to get one to actually bite. How we're gonna do that, I have no idea. Maybe they just aren't about the chicken life, you know. I don't know if it's this right here. There was a little opening somewhere along here the other day. We might go in there and just check it out. All right, let's go check this out. Honestly, might not even open up enough to get a cast in. Maybe like literally right here, but that's it. Wait, do I know where I am right now? I know exactly where I am right now. I did not know that connected like that. Huh. Okay. Although I'm kind of stuck in here, I think, unless I can make it over the street or around it. But crossed it would be the most fun. Am I gonna make it? I think so. We're just gonna put this up. There we go. So this is actually where the survival series shelter takes place. Well, like right up here. I didn't know it connected all the way like that. Maybe it usually don't, but the water's up so high. I don't know. Yeah, the spot really ain't gonna be that great though, I don't think. Alright, so it's about 1:30 now. We're more out towards the middle of the lake. That land over there is just like a little island type of thing. There is a little bit of brush over here. What we're going to do is instead of using the bobber, we're just gonna go straight on the bottom. Now this does open up more for like catfish and stuff too. So yeah, we're not gonna like know if we get something that it is indeed a gar. But honestly, I'm okay with that. I'd rather catch something rather than nothing, you know. So let's get rigged back up, get some new chicken on, and get casted out. All right, get this put on. I hate that every time I put the anchor out, it makes us spin around to the direction that I do not want to face. All right, let's get this rigged up and unrigged at the same time because we're taking that bobber off. So yeah, let me tell you what's crazy. I was out fishing the other day, using chicken as bait. It's sitting in the back, and it was literally cooking. Like if I would have been out for like another 4 hours, I could have eaten it. Not that I would have, but I probably could have. All right, it's all rigged up now. Probably, so there's this tree right here in front of us. There's three over there, and there's two back there. Honestly, I'm probably just going to go right here in the middle. Surely, there'll be something just right out here in the middle, right? Alright, so I've had time to fully eat my lunch. And nothing. Well, oh, never mind. I was going to start a line slack, but the bell came up, so I don't know how or when that happened. But anyways, we're going to recast here. Hope we don't get snagged on the way up. Hey, we got robbed. Maybe it just came off when I was reeling it in, you know. Chicken, especially after it's been warmed, isn't really known for staying on great. Alright, here goes. That was decent. It was about right. It was about a foot in front of that one. I don't know, maybe that's the juice. Oh, hold on. We're on. Oh, snap. What is that? I think it's swimming right towards us. Or it's small. Ah. It took off like it was ginormous and then slowed down, so I didn't want to take off pressure because I thought it might have just been swimming towards us, and it's just a little blue. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Get him in the boat. Actually, hold up. I need to let some slack out. What am I doing? What am I doing? My first time or something? Actually, we're going to let some more out too. There we go. Told you there's kitties at this spot. Hey, she ain't too bad. Honestly, good eating size. There we go. Yeah. Um, Let me get my phone and I'll give you guys a release. All right. Really? You just had to splash me. Ridiculous. Unbelievable. Well, not the species we was after, but hey, I mean, at least we caught something, right? All right. Let's get baited back up. Do we stay at this spot or do we go somewhere else? I don't know. I really don't know. We'll stay here, see if we get something else. If we don't get anything, then like the next 20 minutes, we're going to get up out of here, go to a new spot. I only have 3 pieces of chicken left. So, got to keep that in mind. Dude, that catfish probably just went on the ride of his life. That was actually, because he really did take off like it was like a 15 pounder. It felt like a 15 pounder at first, and then he just like went limp, I guess. Or maybe he just started feeling like the size that he actually was. Um, I guess let's cast back over there because if anything else was in the area, they're probably headed over there because that's where the scent just was. At least that's what I'm saying. All right. All right. It's TED Talk time. So, how many of you watching this video are Christians? All right. I'm a Christian. See, I'm wearing my necklace. I go to church on Sunday. I'm a Christian. How about y'all? But see, now let me stop you. Because how are you Christian other than that? Other than your cross necklace and going to church, what else do you do? Because here's the thing, you can go to church and wear a necklace and say, I'm a Christian. That doesn't make you Christian at all. So many of those people, they're still going to go to hell on Judgment Day. A lot of you are like, whoa, dude, why are you judging so hard? That's facts. It's hard to hear, but it is. Think, geez, stop playing with the brightness, kids. What are y'all doing? Think about Jesus, okay? He's on the cross. He's on the cross, and he's got 2 thieves, 2 robbers beside him. What does Jesus say? Okay, think about what Jesus says to the one robber. He says, today you will be with me in paradise. What did that robber do? He robbed. He didn't go to church. He wasn't baptized. He believed. That's what got him into heaven. Believing, having faith. Now, we today, we're not hung on a cross because he died for us. But here's the thing, if you believe that, if you truly wholeheartedly believe that Christ died for you, live it. Then the way that you live, the things that you do,
should reflect Christ. People should know that you're a Christian, not because of your necklace, not because they see you in church, but because of the way that you live. Now, that doesn't mean, I guess I got to go donate $1,000 to the church, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to be so mad that I had to do it. No. What that means is you give what you can with joy, with happiness, not because you have to. Nobody said you have to. You do what you can because you want to, because that's how Christ calls us to live. We don't do those things because we have to. We do those things because we have faith in Him, we love Him, and we want to do those things. What it also means to be Christian, one of the most important commandments, and it's actually the first commandment, is have no other gods before me. Folks, your phone, whatever you're watching this video on, could very well be your God. That is a big problem in today's world. Money, phones, heck, even work or school. To a lot of people, those things become their God. And they don't have a relationship with God, yet they call themselves Christian. That's what Jesus wants, guys. He wants a relationship with you. He loves you. Talk to Him. After this video, just talk to Him. See what He has to say. Well, what y'all think about that one? Let's move to a new spot. I have no idea where I'm going. First, we got to get this anchor unstuck. Feels like it's really on there, so that'll be fun. Let me just get to this side of the kayak and pull as hard as I can. Yeah, we're cooked. It ain't going nowhere. Hold up. Let's just get over here. Let's try it at a different angle. I mean, this thing only costed like $10. I don't really just want to lose an anchor, you know. It was a good anchor. Not really. Barely did anything. Only used it twice. Gonna make me cry. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Have to get a new one of those. Really sucks. I hate to leave it down there too, you know, for the environment or whatnot, but not much I could do about it. Well, I guess that's gonna do it then. Can't really target any of these spots now, so if you guys enjoyed the video, for real, go down and hit that subscribe button. Help us reach 200, even 1,000 by the end of the year. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, drop a comment down below what you'd like to see next, and until next time, bye.